So in this video, we've got Elaine, and Elaine's been one of my clients for a few months now. Was driving with another instructor in a manual car sort of a few years ago. And decided to come to automatic. Now, Elaine's using hand controls. So on the right hand side of the steering wheel, there's a lever and you pull to accelerate and push to brake, and there's an indicator toggle on the top, and then the steering ball on the steering wheel, which is how she's going to be turning. Elaine's done a mock test with me previously, so we're gonna go for part 2 today.
Take 2.
That's it. Now the traffic is horrific at the moment. This test is in Tottenham, so we are using one of the sort of truncated short routes, so the distance won't be the same as the full route would be, but it is one of the actual routes that you could be asked to do in Tottenham. The reason being is because if the A10, the A406 has heavy traffic, which it has at the moment, they would divert to one of these routes instead, just so you can get back in those 40 minutes. Okay, so the test is going to last for 38 to 40 minutes, and during that time we're going to do one manoeuvre plus possibly the emergency stop. If I say nothing, assume I want you to go straight or follow the road signs, and if you're not sure of anything, you are allowed to ask me to repeat. We are going to do some independent driving from the beginning, which is going to be following the sat nav, and if it's my part, remember, if I say nothing, go straight. And we'll do one of the 4 manoeuvres plus possibly the emergency stop. Okay, yep. So whenever you are ready, we'll drive on.
Okay, start with my check.
Good start to the test. You can see that she checks her right shoulder before pulling away. Okay, we're turning left.
Left here.
Great observations here from Elaine. She looks right and left repeatedly and even sees the oncoming vehicle coming from the left and moves over to the left to allow them to fit through. Perfect planning. Well done. Elaine's planning here is very good for the meeting situation, but unfortunately doesn't check the right mirror as she pulls away. So this would be a driver fault for use of mirrors, change of direction. So if you've been watching my videos, you would have heard me say position for vision for a better decision. And if you haven't heard of that term, you need to start watching my videos, because this bend is notorious for failing people because of not doing that particular thing. Elaine does really well here. She keeps to the left hand side before she goes into that bend. But it's a bend to remember for Wood Green and Tottenham test routes.
At the end of the road, turn right, then you have reached your waypoint.
I can't go anywhere.
Turn right, A1010, High Road.
This feels wrong. Okay, does it just follow?
Elaine has done the right thing here. She's passed the stop line, so going here is not an issue. But she should be using this bus lane as it's outside the times displayed. So this would be a driver fault for lane discipline. Unfortunately, Elaine picks up a serious fault. As you can see, the traffic light's gone green, but Elaine is completely unaware of that until these vehicles go past on the left-hand side, and then it prompts her to pull away. So sadly, that's a serious fault for response to traffic lights.
After 200 yards, turn right, A109, Lordship Lane. roundabout and take the first exit, A10, Bruce Grove, then take the third right. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, then take the third right.
Elaine's position here is very good for the fire engine. Well done.
After 200 yards, turn right, the avenue.
And this is why it's really important that you also look at the sat-nav to see the lines. Elaine takes the wrong turn here. Now, that's not a massive issue. She's done everything correctly for the direction that she's gone, so the examiner wouldn't have a problem either. Now, either the examiner or the sat-nav will redirect. Just follow the diversion, it's not a problem at all. Are you one of those people that find the independent drive really difficult? If you are, I've put a link in the description underneath for the independent drive video on my channel, and hopefully that will help.
You're destined to turn right, then turn right. Turn right, Radley Road, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
Notice the blue circle sign in front of you that says right turn only. That's a big prompt that the road you're turning onto is a one-way street. Now, why is it important to know that? You'll see in a sec.
Turn right, A10, Bruce Grove, then take the second right.
So you can see that Elaine has positioned to the left of centre, and because it's a one-way street, she's effectively in the left turn only lane, and therefore would get a serious fault for junctions right turns. It's important to remember when you're turning right, you should always be as far over to the right hand side of the road as you can be on your side of the road. And because it's a one-way street, the whole road is yours, so position over towards the curb on the right to avoid this problem. Again, because Elaine's not looking at the sat-nav, she's gone the wrong direction. But again, it's not an issue because she's done everything correct for the direction she's gone. So just try to calm your nerves down and don't stress about it.
At the end of the road, turn right, A10, High Road, then take the second right. Turn right, A10, High Road, then take the second right. Turn right, Forster Road, then take the second left.
It is this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
After 80 yards, turn left, Winchelsea Road. Turn left. turn right, B153, Phillip Lane.
And I hope you, the viewer, has also acknowledged that this is a one-way street. So again, Elaine positions to the left of centre instead of to the right. And if she did position to the right, we would have been able to go, which is why the person behind starts to beep. Again, very important that you acknowledge the signs and road markings of the road you're on to avoid picking up that serious fault.
Please, I'm in.
Elaine's planning with the cyclist here is very good. She holds back and keeps a good distance. After all, the cyclist is almost doing the speed limit anyway. And remember, when you are overtaking, you are still not allowed to go beyond the speed limit. Something that a lot of road users in general seem to forget. The limit is applicable at all times and overtaking is not an exemption. So just hold back with the cyclist, wait until it is safe to overtake, if at all, and if not, just do what Elaine's doing, hold back and be patient.
On the roundabout, and take the second exit, down Hills Park Road, then turn left.
Elaine does well with the preparation for this zebra crossing. She checks the rear view mirror on the approach and slows down nice and early. Comes to a stop, and then as she pulls away, she's checking her mirrors. Absolutely perfect approach, well done.
Go right on the roundabout, and take the second exit, down Hills Park Road, then turn left. Turn left, Kirkstall Avenue, then you have reached your destination on your left.
Okay, so that is the end of the independent drive. From now on, I'll give you directions. Okay, take the next road on the right, please. On the left after the black car before the motorbike, please. Leave enough room to get back out. Thank you. Drive on when safe to do so. At the end of the road, turn left, please. Roundabout ahead, turn right, third exit. because there are 2 lanes on this side of the junction you're going through, it's important that you check the left mirror just in case somebody else filters up on your left hand side, because Elaine doesn't do that until after she's already gone into the squeeze point. It then gets marked down as use of mirrors and change of direction. And what lane should we always be in? The furthest most left. So once she's gone past this cyclist, she should move back over to the left hand side, and she doesn't. Now if somebody does go past her on the left hand side here, it would be marked down as a serious fault, but luckily no one does, so it'd just be a driver fault for lane discipline. This is the second. At the end of the road, turn right, please. End of the road, turn right. Road on the left. And park on the left where it is safe and convenient to do so, babe. Thank you, and drive on and safe. Elaine does very good blind spot checks here. Well done. Take the next road on the right. I'd like you to park on the left before the silver car, please. That's fine there, thank you. Okay, and drive on and safe to do so. And again, great shoulder work. End of the road, turn right. Road splits into 2. We'll follow it round to the left. And when you come to the traffic lights, which is not too far away, I'd like you to turn right, please. Roundabout ahead, turning left. Turn immediately left again, please. And when it's safe to do so, I'd like you to wash the front windscreen for me.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna stop the car for that.
So we do have to do it on the move.
Yeah.
So how is it done? Do you know?
No, the wipers. So wash.
Okay, so that's the rear. What you do is you pull it towards you.
Right.
And you hold it until the wipers start. That's it. Okay.
Right.
So when you're ready, drive on again. On this occasion, Elaine doesn't check her right shoulder, so picks up a driver fault for moving off safety. Good, that's fine, thank you. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do is reverse into any space of your choice. Okay. It turns off automatically.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
At this point, Elaine has noticed that she's not quite in the base, she's too far to the right, and she adjusts correctly. But because she's concentrating so much on the rear view camera, she no longer checks her right shoulder. Now, she has done quite a few checks, so this would be a driver fault for safety. But had those observations not been done before, it would be marked down as a serious. But it's really important to remember that when you are adjusting, keep your observations going. If you have to stop to do them, that's not a problem at all, but don't give up on those observations. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And switch off, relax. Okay, so how do you feel that went?
There were some mistakes.
Okay.
A few issues.
Go for it, elaborate.
I missed the green light, which I assume is a major. Yeah.
It was, yep.
Yeah. And then other stuff. Was there other stuff?
Don't know. What do you think?
I can't think of anything specific, but I'm sure there were.
Okay. So the drive wasn't too bad. Okay. There was a few things that need to be addressed.
Okay.
Not a huge amount. You got basically 2 serious faults. It's actually 3 because it's the same fault. We only mark it down as once. So yes, the green traffic light.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're the first person that's at traffic lights.
Don't just sit there and wait for someone else. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't be the sheep, be the shepherd.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So if you're watching that traffic light, make sure you know when it changes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And go from there. Now, the other faults, I know you didn't acknowledge, and that's why I'm going to ask you this question.
Yeah.
How many one-way streets did you drive down on that test route, roughly?
None intentionally.
Okay.
How many did I drive down?
So you went the correct direction down the one-way street. It's not that you went the wrong
Oh, right.
direction, because otherwise I would have definitely taken control.
Because I did notice when I missed one of the right turns, that I was going to take the next right turn, but it was no entry. It was a one-way street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what happened on that route?
Yeah.
You went down probably 3 one-way
One-way
streets, maybe
streets.
4 if you want to, depending on how you want to see it.
Yeah.
Now, when you're at an end of road and you're turning right on a one-way street, where are we supposed to be positioned?
In the middle. On the right.
Because people can't turn into that road, can they?
No. So why do you need to be in the right then?
So basically, when you come up to the end of a road
Yeah.
T-junction,
Yeah.
the left lane effectively is for turning left,
Yeah.
and the right lane now is actually for turning right.
Oh, I see. But then surely... Oh, right. Yeah. So someone can come up beside me and turn left.
Precisely that.
Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
The rule is you should always be as far to the right as you can be on your side of the road.
For turning right.
For turning
yeah.
right. And because it's all your side of the road.
Right. And I could fail for that.
Yep.
Oh, there's so many ways to fail.
There is a few.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that was a rule.
Unfortunately. Okay.
So is
that
that
happened twice.
And that's a major. That's an automatic fail.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry for the blaspheming now. Bleep those out.
You can bleep that out.
So they were your serious faults. Your driver faults, the observation just now on the Bay Park, you're not checking your right shoulder really.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Moving off safety right at the beginning of the test, the first pull away, you didn't check your right shoulder on that one.
Okay.
You did check them for the rest. Mirrors though, sporadic. Okay, so a couple of times not checking your mirrors, been like changing direction when you're slowing down, and when you're signalling. So just make sure you're on top of those mirror checks.
Enough to fail, or just enough to keep getting?
You didn't
is it sort of
pick up
habitual, or is it?
You didn't pick up enough for it to be an habitual fault.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So, as a rule of thumb, they might allow you 3, maybe sort of 2 or 3, depending on the situation, before they then start thinking about giving you it as a serious.
Okay.
And then the last one was lane discipline. So there was the bus lane at the Tottenham ground. So you know when we got stuck in traffic right at the beginning of the test, came up to the traffic lights where we turned right, there was a bus lane on your left, and it was Monday to Friday, and I think it's 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Right.
So can we use it?
Monday, Friday, yes.
Yes, because it's
after
later in the day. So we should have been in there. So that would be a driver fault. Okay.
Which is not a major, not a serious.
Yeah,
okay.
driver faults are minors,
Okay.
as it's more commonly known as. Serious or dangerous is the majors.
The majors, yeah.
Okay. That bus lane is one to be careful of, because a bit further down, that bus lane does change its timing.
Yeah, because I think we talked about that before, and I couldn't use it because the time is all day then at some point, is it? Or is that a different road?
It's different roads have got different bus lanes. So, but it's important, and that's why it's really important not to just think, right, every bus lane is X time. They're all different.
Yeah.
So say for instance the A406, the A10, they're at any time you're not allowed to use those. Then say that one there, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. You've got green lanes, which is 4 till 7 p.m.
Okay.
They're all different, so it's really important
So you
that
actually
you see those signs. Okay.
The speed signs, the bus signs, traffic lights. Yeah.
Everything. Yep. Squirrels, birds, you
Yeah.
name it. You got to see it all.
Okay.
So I hope that video has helped you, and if you want to do a mock test, you can always give us an email on the website and the email in this picture here, or you can give us a phone call on the phone number that's below, and we'll help you out as much as possible. And good luck.